Hey guys, my name is Lior Zahavi. I'm with the RC Pro in Israel. The goal of this video is to show you my Funjet, which is a rather fast one. Me and my friends have been flying these Funjets for quite a while now and have been looking for the fastest, most powerful setup that would still be not too expensive or not too complicated to build. We have several mods on this airframe. Before I show you the electronics, I would like to show you the physical mods to this airframe. This is basically a stock Funjet with several very small modifications. Let me just open this up here. What we do, first of all, is we use the original fiberglass bar on the bottom, and we use a carbon fiber flat spar. It's like 3 or 4 millimeters wide, about 1 millimeter in width. We use it all across the wing from side to side. And in order to prevent the little piece in the middle from bending, we use a kind of a T-shape, which is the original spar, and another small piece of spar glued on it, all with CA glue. This is very strong. This thing will not fold no matter how much G you pull at it and at what speed. This is actually all it takes to keep it from breaking. No fiberglassing or anything of that sort is required. The next thing we do is we cut this hatch from the original deck on the top, which is rather simple. Again, you just cut this using an X-Acto knife, leave a piece here to hold the canopy, and leave a piece on the back to hold the actual motor mount. And we just use a small tongue here and a small hatch latch on the front in order to keep this in. Now, the last mod that we do is I like to fly with rudders. I do a lot of maneuvers with rudders like knife edge and stuff like that. So what I do, I just install this servo here, as you can see. Just cut a small rectangular hole and glue the servo in. Cut the rudders. This is basically just from the top of my head. Cut a couple of rudders in the fins. A small push rod with a couple of easy connectors is all it takes to get it going. I also like to use a little carbon fiber on the trailing edge of the ailerons just to keep them from twisting. This actually makes them very stiff, so they could hold up to the speeds. Now, regarding the electronics, this is the main issue if you want to get a Funjet to fly fast. I'm using a 5-cell setup. I'm using just a Thunder Power 5S 30C2250 battery. These are the new Pro Power batteries, very, very powerful. I highly recommend them. I use a Medusa motor. You can actually just see it inside here with the heatsink. This is a 28-40-2200 V2 motor. Again, all stock, nothing special. Using the stock Medusa heatsink on it, just to keep some better cooling. And I'm using a Castle Creations Phoenix ADM controller, as you can see inside, coupled with a small Medusa 2-amp BEC. Now, I'm using a nitro prop on this one. This is actually not an electric prop. For these very, very powerful setups, you might want to use the nitro props. These are a little more stiff. They don't unload at very high RPMs. This is an APC 6.4 nitro prop. It says Sport Prop for gas on the tag. Now, this setup is very powerful. I'm getting about 75 amp current draw from these batteries. This is actually like 35 C's continuous. Believe it or not, batteries barely getting warm. And about nearly 1400 watts of the small 100 gram weight Medusa motor. This is quite unbelievable. Look, I'm not even using an air scoop to get more air inside. Just completely stock. And this really, really works well. I'm using a couple of Ino-Lab digital servos in wing. A couple of micro digital servos. That's basically it. A piece of masking tape on the bottom. Keep it from scraping on the runway and landings. And that's it. In the next video, what I'll show you is the watt meter readings for this setup. And hopefully some in-flight as well. So some in-flight footage. So I'll see you guys around, and just remember, this is the most powerful setup I have ever seen. This has a power to weight ratio of about 2 to 1 or something. It's unbelievably powerful. Enjoy. Okay guys, I'd like to show you the power ratings and current ratings of this setup. As you can see, battery voltage is at 20.8 volts. This is a full 5S battery. I've got my Futaba 10C standing by, all good to go. And a set of headphones, which is very important. I mean, this setup is really loud. It would make your ears ring just by working the motor next to you. And I've got a small thermometer. Gonna check the temperatures of the motor, speed control, and battery once done. So, headphones on. Good to go. This was about 1460 watts, around 76 amps. See it again? Okay, quick temperature check. The motor is showing about 50 degrees Celsius. Speed control 43, and battery 25. Battery is actually at room temperature. It's not even warm. As you can see, about 77 amps, 1450 watts from this size of motor is unbelievable. Okay guys, let's go flying. Funjet 5S.